All right, family, listen up. From visionary creator Kenya Barris, the man behind Blackish, comes Big Age, the hilarious and heartwarming Audible original comedy about love, aging, and finding your way in life's next chapter. Big Age stars comedy legends Jennifer Lewis, Cedric the Entertainer, and Niecy Nash Betts. The story follows recently retired couple Dot and Butch Watts and their reluctant move to Sunset Gardens, a Florida senior citizen community that's anything but chill. Dot and Butch meet a wild lineup of personalities pushing their 50-year marriage to the limit, including Butch's flirtatious ex-flame, Ethel, played by Niecy Nash Betts, and the ferociously competitive Stevenator, just to name a few. With outrageous comedy, Key Party anyone, and real heart, Big Age shows you what it means to grow older without growing old at heart. Check out Kenya Barris's new Laugh Out Loud Audible original comedy, Big Age. Age does funny things. Go to audible.com/Big Age series and start listening today.
Welcome to On the Mark. I'm Mark Clark, and welcome to Be the Father You Always Wanted. I'm Mark Clark. And today, I'm going to talk about, forgiveness. Welcome to Be the Father. Welcome to Be the Father You Always Wanted. Today, I'm reminiscing actually over a session I had a couple weekends ago with some young men, and I was talking about fatherhood and sharing with them my experience with meeting my father only one time, and then the second time I actually saw him, he was in a casket. So we talked about, I asked them to raise their hand, how many of you have a father in your life? It was about 30 kids. And so out of that group, probably 7 or 8 had fathers in their life. So I told them, forgive yourself and forgive your father. Forgive yourself and forgive your father. For me, I was lucky because I only met my father once. My mother didn't dog him out, though he didn't really do much in my life, but she did not present the negative image, or she didn't always speak in a bad way about him. So I didn't have a negative connotation. I just kind of had this mystery connotation. Now, to be fair, I think a part of that was because I had so much love around me that that space was filled with the love of my aunts and my uncles and my relatives. And so I didn't necessarily miss my father like many do when that's not replaced. Though there is a void of, I think, when you have a young man or a young woman and you want your father's love, you want your father's attention, you want to know who they are, you want to know, you attend events where fathers are supposed to be there and they're never there. So there definitely is a backlash there, and maybe subconsciously I suffered more than I was aware of. But again, I didn't hold that anger towards my dad. But the thing I shared with the group was that made me understand that there was a low-level energy always going was when my cousin called out of the blue when I was in my 40s and told me some things about my father, and I was able to ask some questions that I never asked anyone before. The main question was, did he ever mention me? Did he ever talk about me? And that's when my cousin let me know that he did, in fact, carried a picture of that one time that we met, and I felt so good, man. And that's when I knew subconsciously there's something going on there that I wasn't even aware of. I felt happy for the rest of the day. My father was thinking about me, and that's the question most kids have when it comes to parents that aren't in their lives. Did they give me up? Do they love me? Do they think about me? Why did they give me up? Why weren't they a part of my life? Was it something I did? Was it something my parent did? Why? And so that feeling right there, made me realize when I talk to young people and talk to parents and fathers especially who are not a part of their kids' lives, I tell them, look, dads, your children want you to be a part of their lives. No matter what they say, they want you to be a part. It's never too late. Continue to reach out. Continue to try to get in there. Do not give up. Forgive them. Forgive yourself, because they need you. There's a whole bunch of grown men. I'm in my 50s now, And I have a great father-in-law who fills that void, if I'm honest. But there are grown people who still want their parents in their lives, even if that is just a contact, it's a conversation, it's a cup of coffee, it's just knowing that they're there. So message to the fathers and the mothers, but mainly the fathers, because that's what we're talking about. Don't give up. Get in your child's life. Then the message to that child who does not have a father, again, forgive them and invite them in your life, because again, we are looking for that, and you only get, well, they always say you only get, two parents? Some cases, one parent. All right? So that's On the Mark. Actually, that's another one of my podcasts. That's Be the Father You Always Wanted. And I'm Mark Clark. Thank you for listening. Please share this podcast. Look forward to my book, which will be coming up this winter. Thanks again.
Bubba Wallace here from 2311 Racing. You know what's slower than a pace car? Waiting at the car wash. That's when I fire up Chumba Casino. It turns those slow minutes into fast fun. With new games every week, you'll never get bored. Next time you're stuck in the slow lane, speed up with Chumba. Play now at ChumbaCasino.com. Let's Chumba.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.